Is Pokemon going to flood the market with products with the celebration set coming out, just like in 2021 and 2022, to cause the market to crash? My name is Ben from Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza, and I'm going to be talking to you all about my thoughts on the Pokemon market right now and why we have so much product. Why do we have so much product, you ask me? It's because back in 2021, Celebrations came out, and then they reprinted pretty much everything at the same time to come out in conjunction together. They had these Morpeko V Union boxes. They came out with one, they came out with another, then they came out with another. They reprinted the crap out of Crown Zenith, making these go below distribution costs. Now they're $390, $400 an ETB. I kept saying yes to our distributors every time they asked us. Every time they said, would you like more product? I said, yes, I'll take it. Even if it was below cost online. We had tons and tons of product that were below cost for years. For 2 to 3 years, we just sat on it. Nobody wanted it. Suddenly, as I knew would happen eventually, the market came back and people suddenly started wanting the older stuff. That's just how these markets work. If you're here long enough, your product will eventually go up in value if the game didn't die. And Pokemon, I don't think ever will die. It could, but I never see this happening. So, eventually, if you hold the product long enough, goes up in value over time, that's just how it works. I don't know. We've been doing this, and we've been buying products like all these ETBs up here and stuff are all stuff that we bought from customers. We don't just get everything from distribution below MSRP. Example, Prismatic Evolutions. Any reprints that we got from one of these distributors, we paid $40 or more for Prismatic booster bundles. So it's not like we're paying below MSRP for some of these products. I bought as much as I could from our distributor above MSRP. I said, give me as much as you can, even though it was above MSRP. It's Prismatic Evolutions. That's the only reason why we have a ton of Prismatic Evolutions. And I think our ETBs, our cost was $120 or $130. So it's not like we got all of these products below MSRP. If you're not getting it in the first or second wave or third wave or however they do it now, it's the first and second wave you get them below MSRP from distribution. And anything after that, you're paying probably above cost or above MSRP, slightly below market. It's usually like 70 to 80% of market. So just at the time of you buying it. So if you buy it for 70 or 80% and sell it to your customer slightly below TCGB player, you're gonna make a small margin, just like back in the day, back in 2022, when booster boxes would come out. They would come out. This Scarlet and Violet right here, this box was $70 to $80 when it came out. They reprinted it. I took the reprint. I took the second reprint. I took the third reprint. They still didn't sell. They stayed below $80 for 4 years, and now suddenly they're $320. It's the same thing with One Piece. One Piece happened. One Piece came out. They reprinted the first set. Everybody naysayed it. Then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, there's a different box. It's a different reprint. They have different bottoms. What the heck? That means this one's worth more, and this one's worth more. Now they're $1,700 for the second print and $6,000 for the first print or something. That's just, and then all these boxes after that came out in One Piece, they were all barely above distributor cost for literally 2 years, and then suddenly, boom, came out of nowhere, popularity. Then boom, Disney Lorcana, same thing. The same thing goes with every single card game market. If you're gonna believe in something, you're going to have to buy it when you can't sell it. Because if you're not buying it when you can't sell it, what is the point? You have to grow your inventory when others aren't thinking to grow their inventory. If you're not growing your inventory constantly, your card game store is not going to grow ever. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to buy 20 boxes of the new Magic set at the release, and it sells out, and you buy another couple boxes. You buy another couple boxes next week. You sell them out, you buy another couple boxes next week. Why not just buy another 20 boxes? I know some stores can't really do that, but if you have the capital to do this, that's how you grow your store. You just buy when others don't want to buy. Like, I'm still buying Aether Drift, I'm still buying Avatar, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's actually at cost now on TCG Player. It was $30 below cost at one point, and suddenly it's going back up. I'm still buying them from our distributor, even though nobody else is wanting them. Avatar, Spider-Man, Aether Drift. What else do they still have? That's about it. I'm still buying their commander decks that nobody wants because currently nobody wants them, but in the near future somebody wants them. The same thing with these. When these came out, they're like, oh, this is the premium treasures. That's the second one that came out. The first one that came out was the V-Union. It comes with Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, and this more Pico V-Union. Nobody wanted this. Trash. Why would you buy a $30 or $25 box that only has 4 packs in it that are only $2.50 each on TCG Player when this came out? So it's like you're paying $10 for this $25. Why would you pay for that when you could buy 10? You can buy like 10 packs on TCG Player at the time for the same price as this. So why would you even buy this? And then they're like, oh, that didn't sell, so let's make another box that won't sell because we just want to flood the market of Crown Zenith. And you say, yes, I'll take those. And then they come out with another one with even more Crown Zenith packs. And your parents are like, why do you keep buying these more Pico boxes? We haven't sold one ever. Nobody's buying these. And I say, because it's Pokemon. Because it's Pokemon. That's why. So we just started putting it in storage. Because it wouldn't sell. And now it sells. Because people want Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith was the worst set of all time back then. Now it's the best set of all time. Markets change. Markets change every 10 seconds. Every 1 second. Something just got bought out probably on the TCG Player. Something just skyrocketed. Something just skyrocketed. Another thing just skyrocketed. That's how these markets work. They're 24/7. It's not like the stock market. It's not like anything like that. People are treating it like the stock market. They're trying to buy out stuff, make it go up in value. That's why they're going for Yu-Gi-Oh! And One Piece and Lorcana and Riftbound and Gundam. Everyone is betting on these new card games. Yu-Gi-Oh's not new. Neither is some of those other ones. But my point is, people are trying to bet on these newer card games that they will last. Because if they last the test of time, the product will go up in value. That's just a fact. Because if they continue to create the product over time and then continue to gain more and more customers over time, the older product starts to gain more value because those newer customers will start to want the older product. It's the same thing with any card game in history. You look at Magic, any set in the past, people want, so they go up in value. More and more people come to the game. The market keeps getting scarcer and scarcer. The same thing goes with Pokemon. The demand is unreal. We got blue collar workers. We got anybody and everybody coming in here buying Pokemon now. Whereas in 2022 or before 2020 or any time before 2016, people were just naysaying it, saying, why are you buying these weird cards? Why are you buying these weird Magic cards? Why are you buying these weird Pokemon, these weird Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I don't understand this. And we just kept doing it. We kept buying, we kept buying, we kept buying. They kept telling me to stop buying so much product, and I kept saying, no, I'm buying as much as I think we need, and as much as I think we need is never enough. It's never enough. You buy 1,000 boxes of Evolving Skies. 2022 or 2021 comes out. You buy 1,000 boxes. Is that enough? You would have sold all of those boxes by now. 2,000 boxes wouldn't have been enough. 3,000 boxes wouldn't have been enough. So if you just think every set like that, if you think every Magic set, every Pokemon set, every Lorcana set like that, one of these sets down the line is going to pay off in dividends. You're going to, like Fabled. When Fabled came out for Disney Lorcana, everyone's like, why are they making a Chronicles for Disney? This is going to kill the game. I saw so many stores saying they're ordering less of it, and I did the opposite. I said, give me as much as you can give me, distributors. Wow. And that paid off. Sometimes you have to take risks on stuff that people don't currently want. So when they do want it in the future, you can capitalize on that. That's just how I see things. Like Silver Tempest was terrible. Lost Origins, no one really wanted. Scarlet and Violet, it's very bad, but it's $320. Chaos, we got people saying Perfect Order and Chaos Rising are bad. How are these bad? They're both over $200 a box on TCG Player. The MSRP is $161. A bad set in my day is below cost. None of these sets are bad. If they were so bad, they would be below cost. Or is Pokemon holding back all the reprints of these sets so that they don't go down in value, so that they can release the product just like in 2022 when the Celebrations set came out. When Celebrations came out, they reprinted like 5 booster boxes at the same time. Well, when I say reprinted, they released tons of product and said, take it all. And I took it all. I took all the booster boxes that we could at the time, even though they were all plummeting in value, going below cost, because they mass reprinted everything pretty much. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if that's why there's no booster box reprints in the past couple of years, past like year, almost a year. It's been almost a year since we've gotten a reprint of a booster box. Any booster box. The last one was Surging Sparks was the last actual reprint besides the first few waves of a set coming out. That's the last reprint they did. So my gut tells me that they've already reprinted all these sets and they're just going to release it right after they release Celebrations, because if stores don't have other products to sell with the Celebrations and their whole shelves are just empty, it's going to look bad. So I think personally, I have this intuition that tells me they're going to do that again and release tons of product at the same time. Like, oh, here, everybody take Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, Phantasmal Flames, Mega Evolution, Surging Sparks, Destined Rivals, and maybe a couple other sets all at the same time. You can get 50 to 100 boxes of each, every store in the country. Imagine that. That's basically what it was like in 2022 when the market crashed. I don't know if they're going to do that again. I hope they do, because personally I would rather be able to order more product from distribution than never be able to order product, because that's just how it is now. There's no product at distribution ever. What they give you is what they give you when they give you it. You have no say. They're like, oh, here, we got your product. You can't even order it. You just get what they give you. If you're going to get a couple boxes, you're going to get a couple boxes. And you're just going to say thank you. Or what I do is I ask the distributor, what can I buy so I can get more Pokemon? What can I buy? Oh, you got to buy 1,000 binders to get a case of Destined Rivals. That's the kind of stuff that they tell you. Like, It's insane, but that's just how the market is now. Do you think they're gonna mass reprint everything? Do you think everything's gonna get reprinted? I'm not really sure. I have a feeling they are going to, because I've never seen it go this long without a reprint of a booster box. And the second wave of Perfect Order hasn't hit. Apparently it's coming soon. I hope they reprint everything. I would love to get Destined Rivals boxes, more of them, and make the price go down. And Phantasmal Flames and all these sets. I would love for them to buy. I would love to buy more boxes of these and make them like plummet, like minus 50% of the value. Imagine. I would buy as much as I could, because I want as much product as I can to last as long as I can. Because if you don't have product in your store, why would people come to your store? You need as much product as you can possibly get your hands on, and you got to do as much as you possibly can to do it, or to get it. Like, example, we got set 2 of Disney Lorcana, which is Rise of the Floodborn. I've got tons of cases of these. They're the sleeved boosters. They've been at distribution since they came out. They've been sale since they came out. Been for sale since they came out, and I've been buying them for years. I've been buying more and more and more for literal years. And the Lorcana demand is back. Suddenly everybody wants Lorcana. Suddenly collectors are in it. Suddenly all the product's going up in value, and I still think it's all undervalued. In my opinion, Disney Lorcana is still the most undervalued card game. I don't think there's enough people into it. I think it is almost exactly like Pokemon. They've got thousands of characters. They've got tons of IPs. Pokemon's got thousands of characters and tons of IPs they can use. Lorcana is arguably one of the easiest card games to learn. Pokemon is arguably one of the easiest card games to learn. If Disney Lorcana does it right, they can have a successful future like Pokemon has had. They can definitely do it. They've got so many good IPs. I don't know if they're going to reprint all these Pokemon products. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're continuing to buy from our customers. If you would like to sell any Pokemon, Lorcana, or One Piece, or Magic, or Gundam, or Riftbound to me, just email me. sellmecardsfmg@gmail.com. I just made that email just now, so I'm going to make that before I post this video. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do you think they're going to crash the Pokemon market? Do you think Lorcana's going to die? Do you think One Piece is going to die? What are your thoughts? Let me know below. Do you like these videos? If you do, like below, comment below, subscribe below. Footers Pizza, Full Moon Games. Have a good day. Mm-hmm. 20 minutes. Nice.